Good morning. I wanted to talk to you today about self-care and how we do this in times of stress. And this will be no surprise to anyone. We have breathe, we have drink water, and we have mini grounding. So the mini grounding is going to be a focus exercise, and it might be that we're going to focus on our body. It might be that we're going to say something nice to ourselves. And that's the best way to do this. So in the real world, you'll observe that when people are stressed out, people tend to rush around them, flutter a little bit, offer them a glass of water and remind them to breathe, and then say something nice. It'll be okay, you're okay. So I think it's absolutely in our program that we understand that this is the most basic, almost CPR version, like first aid version of self-care. So I want you to just focus on times when you feel really stressed. So it could be a crisis point, it could be busyness at work, it could be the children coming home, but just think for a second about being in a really busy moment and have an awareness of the state of your body. When you're thinking about this, your tension is likely to rise, you're likely to have a stress response. We don't like to be here, and yet we put ourselves here regularly. This is the point of the exercise. How do we do self-care, first aid, when we are stressing out? So you're in the stressful environment, you're remembering any memory. And first I want you just to breathe. You're in a stressful environment, but you're breathing. Okay, your diaphragm is loosened. You have oxygen going to your brain, which means the adrenal flush can leave. We breathe. The water is an excellent second step because we're probably dehydrated, or at least we're receiving nurture, our hand to mouth, our food, our nurture, our love, but that it's doing something positive, as opposed to a sugar-laced drink or alcohol or something which adds to the energy use of your body and may change your chemistry. Here we just want the Aquarian healing mechanism that is water. So we're breathing and we're having a sip or a glass of water. Our body is now able to function in its normal state. Water hasn't triggered a shutdown of your stomach with stress. Your body is able to breathe, oxygen is moving, and even though the water will take a while to get through your system, it's important that we are nurturing ourselves and letting ourselves wash the stress hormones and the adrenals out. So we breathe, we have a sip of water, and then we say something nice to ourselves. Anything. You're okay. You've got this. It'll be all right. You're amazing. Any of the reframes that you have been practicing, we want you to use them in these high stress moments where we typically are mean to ourselves. And even if you're not saying mean things to yourself, you are allowing yourself to stay in a dangerous situation. You are allowing yourself to have to be in a stress state, and this is where it gets interesting. So it's not so much about are you saying mean things to yourself, is are you being good to yourself in this by being in this situation. That's the self-sabotage. That's where we feel like we have to, we should, we have to because it's work, we have to because it's our children, we have to. So here, instead of permissive conversation, we want nice, you're amazing, you deserve more, you deserve a life that doesn't feel like this. Even I know that's almost a negative, but it's acknowledging a feeling and giving you a an energetic manifestation, solution, or direction. And if it's hard for you to come up with a nice sentence, we're going to start in the body with a micro grounding. And you've heard me go on about these because they're amazing. I'm stressed, something's going on, I'm going to breathe, reach for a glass of water. In most situations, it's not always possible. But think about that as a nurture, immediate self-care. And then I'm going to go, what's my big toe feel like? Really focusing on something that is me, but is not about the situation. And when you do your micro groundings, when you go, am I hot or cold? Am I feeling tense anywhere? When you just stop to check your body, remember that disengages you from all of the drama energy. And so you have this automatic disconnect from whatever stressed you. You have a cleanse because your aura gets the chance, especially if you've breathed, your aura gets the chance to move through that clearing automatically. And of course, I speak to your guides when we do these videos so that they are also going, she's breathed, he's breathed, we do a clearing now. Okay, so we get that extra support. So we breathe, we reach for some kind of water, support system, nurture. We say something nice to ourselves, or we give ourselves just 2 seconds in the middle of the most stressful day in the world where you've got 1,000 things to do. You can take a micro grounding. In the health and safety world in an office, they talk about micro pauses, and it's become part of our HR processing and our health and safety, because even before mindfulness was a thing in the workplace, there was an understanding that allowing your muscles to stop, allowing your body just for a second to disengage, means you don't lock in a trauma pattern for your body for the rest of the week. So just stopping and rolling your shoulders at the desk, taking a break when you're stacking shelves or driving, and making sure your elbows are pointing down, yeah, because when we drive with our arms, our shoulders are engaged, elbows are pointing down. And that's a Tai Chi mandate, really. If your elbows are pointing down, you have smoothness, you have flow, you don't create stress and injury. So just that mindfulness. But check, what is my body doing and what am I telling myself? And you will get through so many situations that used to cause you stress, so that by the end of the day, compounded, you weren't feeling safe and nurtured. You weren't able to go to sleep. You're still wound up. It's still stuck in there. Okay, so keep it in mind. We have these amazing energy opportunities in the next few years, and obviously last year was the beginning, and we need to be able to nurture ourselves and take responsibility for ourselves and manage very successful daily lives with a loving intention to ourselves. We cannot give from a half full cup, and we cannot be last on our own list. Breathe, nurture, check, and say something nice. And your day will be better, your body will be better, and you get to have the life you deserve, one step at a time. Thank you.